Hi, I'm Richard Polley. I'm a tour director for Anthony Travel. I was born and raised in London, and I travel all over Europe taking North American groups everywhere in Europe, but I specialise in France and Italy.
Richard, tell us a little bit about the tour that the Lady Lions are taking. Kind of maybe give us the highlights of the big cities that we've stopped in.
Sure. You guys arrived in Paris, and we had a little drive around bus tour first thing, straight from the airport. And then we saw, among other things, the Arc de Triomphe, the Eiffel Tower, Les Invalides, the Champs-Élysées, and the Louvre. How about that for a starter? And then we had another full day in Paris, and then we got the high-speed train down to Nice. Had just one day in Nice, mostly time on the beach. And then we drove from there with a stop in Monaco, which is beautiful. Had 3 or 4 hours there, including time for lunch. And then we headed into Italy. Got to the beautiful lakeside town of Como. Had a couple of days there, including a boat ride to the beautiful town of Bellagio. From there, we drove south through Italy to Florence. Had a guided walking tour there with a local tour guide, and he showed us, among other things, the Duomo, the Santa Croce, the Ponte Vecchio, and some other highlights of that beautiful city. And now we're in Rome.
And what will we see in Rome?
So tomorrow morning we're going to see the Colosseum and the Roman Forum. Have a guided tour of those two ancient sites. And the day after tomorrow we'll have spend the morning in the Vatican. We'll see all of the Vatican museums, including the Sistine Chapel, and then St. Peter's Basilica itself. And again, that'll be a full morning guided tour. And then in the afternoons we'll fit in the Pantheon, which is a hidden delight, an absolute underrated, beautiful, beautiful building. The Trevi Fountain, Piazza Navona, and whatever else time allows. I've been doing this on and off, but mostly on, since 1985. I lead a combination of sports groups, sports teams, high school groups, and all adult groups. I've worked about, I'd say, 17 years out of that, or more than 17 years. And I do on average between 12 and 15 tours per year. Mostly in the spring and summer, but a few throughout the rest of the year as well.
And how many languages do you know, since obviously that's a big part of being able to communicate?
I always say I speak 4.5 languages. British English, of course. French fluently, German fluently, Italian just about fluently, and I can get by in Spanish.
What would you say is your favorite city of, I mean, obviously you've been fairly a world traveler. What's your favorite city?
Paris is probably my favorite overall. I've been there close to 200 times and I adore it. I lived there 2 different summers actually. London has got to be in there as well, and Rome with its simple, the sheer diversity and ancient monuments that are here to be enjoyed.
Your favorite Richard
man? His sexy European legs that lead us everywhere we go. But he likes to say what he says over and over and over again. Colleen, do your impression. To the right, look to the right, look to the right, look to your right. Or if they go over the hours, they might probably, maybe, definitely, if they get caught, probably will get in trouble, get their license taken away, but we're not sure. But we're just doing it as precaution. If we do stop, it will be safe, but if we don't, he might get his license taken away, we're not sure.
My favorite Richard moment is when we can't find some of our group members and he wants to take off and leave them behind, and he says if we're missing them, that it's his problem, not ours, and don't worry about the fact that we are missing our teammates and that we have a game the next day.
I think whenever we were getting on the train and he said if anybody was lost, it was his problem, not ours, and there was a train in 2 days' time. But where we were going, we weren't even going to be there for 2 days, so I don't know how they would get to us.
We are Penn State.